Off we go. Here's takeoff. Oh, look at that. Over. Oh, he's got to get out.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Speed Without Engine, the place where fast-paced action meets pure fun. Get ready for some sick designs, crazy crashes, and tons of laughs. Let's go.
The performance was good, 39, so if they could match that with a decent run, they could be right in the frame here. Here's the kicker. Oh, it's buckled, it's damaged. It might be broken. Look at the state of the front of it.
Keep going.
Just not strong enough. Where that connection is in the middle, it's just completely gone. Bent beyond repair. And that's that. And in this heat, if you're going to carry that soapbox all the way down, this one looks quite streamlined as well. Looks like it's got a pretty solid chassis, brushing those straw bales aside. Here's the first kicker. Nosedives! Look at this, it's fine there. And then you go down with such force that it does irreparable damage to the front of the soapbox. It's scrubbed off the speed, it's done the damage, it's taken its toll. And they're going to need assistance now to get down the rest of the way. When you go too quickly into that kicker, you've got to get that bit right. There's just too much damage done to your soapbox if you get it wrong. They will set a time, but it's a time that would have been significantly better. 1:34.71. Smash the minute barrier for the run. Easy through the chicane. Speed into the kicker, takes off, lands, it's okay. The suspension works okay. You saw those wheels splay out at the front, but that's what it's supposed to do. Over the next kicker, but with a little bit more caution. And you can see just how important the suspension was there to that soapbox. Down to the final little kicker after this chicane, and then he'll see the finish. Almost there now. Let's have a look at this time. It's just having the speed scrubbed off because there is damage to the back wheel, as you can see, but over the finish line, 50.40. That's a quick one. That's a good one today. So it's picking up speed as well all the time. I just think the kicker's going to be an issue for this one. Off we go. Here's takeoff. Oh, look at that. That must have been a sensational experience to be on board with. No speed. Here we go. Oh, back wheel landing. Look at that. Spectacular stuff here in Jordan today. Roasting temperatures. Astonishing distance. But they ultimately paid the price. My word, that was looking so spectacular and so good, but I think the height of the takeoff caused so much damage on the landing that they simply couldn't get it down. Other elements, this one looks like an accident waiting to happen. Look at it. They've got absolutely no chance. Look at the wheels, they've gone, they're buckled, they're bent. This has been cartoon capers from the top, and now he's gone over completely. He's snapped it in half. And there we go, snapped in two. That'll do you. In the spirit, though, of the event, they're going to try and carry it down as far as they possibly can. It's so hot today, though. It's over 100 degrees. They're not going to get very far. Not much of it left. So it's been a race against time to get ready for today. Have we got a soapbox that can stand up to the rigours of this 350-metre course here in Amman in Jordan? Here's the kicker, the first big test, and over we go, and he's fine. They could turn out to be the lead story here today because that was a brilliant run, well-designed soapbox. Kicker on the horizon, just making sure he's in line, and he is. He's over, it's fine. There is no damage to this soapbox at all. They're rocketing down towards the final kicker. Over that, under the banner to finish in 48.22. Fantastic. And whether it can stand the challenges posed by the two kickers. A little bit of a wobble on. Not as fast as it could be, this. It looks a little bit difficult to keep straight. Oh, there's not much left of it now. Well, then that might have been a little bit quicker. I don't think that kicker actually did as much damage to the soapbox as we initially thought. It's just the outside stuff coming off. He's still celebrating. He's got this kicker to deal with. Here we go. Keep your fingers crossed. Over, no problem. That's fine. That's fine. Easy enough through there. Just a little bit of a gap. No problem. Through you go. One more kicker to do. Still weaving a little bit. He's having to wrestle with it all the way down. It's probably going to cost him a bit in terms of the time. Probably just scrubs off a bit of speed. Let's have a look. Yeah, 58. Big and narrow. And history tells you, when you've watched plenty of these, big landings aren't good for those wheels. Let's have a look. We're about to find out then. First big test, over the kick. Oh! What about that? That's the on-board shot, and you can see just what the pilot went through. Now it's time for Sammy to put his money where his mouth is and deliver in SH11. And SH11 is fine through there. Towards the kicker. Sammy, keep your concentration. Over! Oh, he's got to get out! Had to bail out! The nose got stuck in the middle bit. The fact it happened so slowly, look, he's got time to think it through. Moving down towards the finish. One little kicker just before the finish line. And under in 109.35. The real test of this circuit here in Jordan. Oh, they've gone all together. Well, that would have been a chicane, but it's not going to be a chicane for anybody else today. There's the first of the kickers. Oh, that's made a real mess. Oh, my word. It's a double kicker. The second part throws you up into the air. The first part does as well. It's absolutely obliterated it. Look at the wreckage. Here's another kicker. Over that one, that's fine. Now then, there's not much left of it. He's already destroyed the chicane at the top of the circuit. Is he going to do another one? He is. He's going to take the corner off that one as well. I mean, once you get past those two big kickers, it's relatively straightforward. That's only a small obstacle that shouldn't do too much damage. Set a decent time. He's off to a real clip at the top of the track, heading towards this kicker. He's going to take off and he's going to land quite brilliantly. He does a Superman at the end. Look at that. Nose dives into the tarmac but keeps it going. That's brilliant. Over this kicker. Oh, spectacular. Landed on all four wheels. He knows he's onto a good thing here. He knows he's going to post a good time. One more kicker to deal with, then the finish. All about the time here. Flies over the kicker. Into the bales to finish in 39 points. And look at his face, a mask of concentration, but it's starting to wobble, it's starting to drift. I don't think he can control it. Straw bales. He can't pull it back, and that's where it finishes. It just seems to want to go where it wants to go. Look at it's gone again. They can't keep it straight. They can't keep it straight. Oh, it's gone that way now. Oh, it's heading back that way. Oof. Have a look at the time for this one. If it's inside an hour, I'll be surprised. Over the kicker, it's going to go again, you know. It's going to go again, you know. There it is. Of course it was going to go again. Finally. Is that 2 hours or 2 minutes? And we will see just how good it is. Whether it stands the test of time. And this is the kind of obstacle that will test it to the max. And a lot of it did go. I'm not sure he can see. I'm not sure whether he can steer it. I don't quite know how much further it's going to go to get this team into contention. You're likely to do damage again. He's marooned up there now. Marooned. Give him a push, fellas. And then that final kick. Oh, he's just wandering to the side. He's just wandering to the side a bit. This is the fastest we've seen this soapbox so far today. Being aided down towards the finish. Over the kicker. And there's the break at the end, and they will just about make it. Always tends to be difficult to keep them in one piece, particularly when you've got destructive kickers like we have here. Beautiful day, great day for it. Piping hot. Here's the kicker. Over we go. That was brilliant. Just started to wonder, can he keep it straight? Can Hamza keep it straight? Yes, he can. Over that kicker too. More hay for people to move. Oh, it's just fallen over. Let's have a look what goes wrong. It just veers off to the side and then just tips over for no... Well, we need to see that again because everything seemed to be fine. One of, if not the greatest footballer of all time, and this team representing him here today. And the GOAT. It's very, very big and cumbersome, this soapbox, isn't it? So Ahmad is back on the run, heading down towards this kicker. Over the kicker! Spectacular, fine as well. Some kind of momentum, something creeps in and causes them a problem. Very, very good over there. Look how wide it is when you see the overhead shot. Flies over there, brilliant. This looks like it's going to be quick. And you can't help but wonder how... Oh, they've gone again. They've gone again. And they're going to need to be pushed to the finish, and any hopes of a decent time sadly gone for Abu TIAGO. 1:30. And this looks like the kind of soapbox that does well when you think about previous winners of... Flies over there, no problem at all. That's brilliant. Really good.
Very good job.
Really, really good. Second kicker on the horizon. Here we go, over you go. That's not a problem, that's really good. Over the kickers, through there. Look at the speed he's got coming down towards this final kicker. Lots of speed to take towards the finish line. This could be a good one, this. Over he goes, 42.92. It was a good one, Austrian Embassy. Looks a real solid chassis under there. The suspension looks pretty good. Nice and easy through there. The big test, of course, is this first kicker, and there's plenty of speed going in, and he flies it. Look at this. Fantastic. Watch him now grab that wheel. He's nervous. He's panicking. Look at his face. Just look at his face. He means business here today. Grip the wheel then, just to make sure he kept going forward. Wants them to cheer him down this track. This one looks quick. Look at the straw everywhere. That's because people keep crashing into it. Over the last little kicker. Down under the... Oh, spins it spectacular. 45.05. So let's see how this one does. Will the bread roll? We'll see. Moving down towards this kicker, and over we go. Oh, can he hold it? Can he hold it? No, he can't. It was going well, but when you make a visit to the straw bales, then that's going to scrub a significant amount of time off what you might have had. Here's the second kicker. That's a little bit better. In fact, that's a lot better. Paradise Bakeries just about there, but for that minor indiscretion at the top, that would have been an even better time, 53. And looking to make a mark. Concentrating with every metre she travels. Using the brake there just to slow her down and playing to the crowd as well. Very, very gingerly over that first kicker, taking no chances whatsoever. I think she just wants to enjoy the day, wants to get this soapbox down in one piece. I thought, has he seen it? Over the kicker, down towards the finish. No dramas, nice and steady. Enjoy yourself. Well done, Maya. 109.01. They study engineering and cyber security. And they did admit that it was a pretty chaotic process in terms of building this soapbox, so let's hope it goes well. Over the kicker, very spectacular. Landed on the front, spectacular. It was smooth, brilliant run, really good. That's how you do it. Over the second kicker. Now then, not too far to go now. It's all about keeping it straight, keeping it quick, and setting a time. Here we go. Last little kicker, down towards the finish line. What about the time? 52.75.